Ever wondered what Bitcoin is and why it's so popular? It's a question that's been on the minds of many, often sparking curiosity and intrigue. Today, when technology and economics are intertwined more than ever, the phenomenon of Bitcoin has become a topic of interest. It's a remarkable concept that's worth understanding, especially in our modern age, where digital currency is becoming a staple of the economic landscape. Bitcoin was born out of a need to decentralize currency, to move away from the traditional banking systems and to transactions into the digital realm. It is a form of digital or virtual currency that was created in 2009 by an unknown person using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto, adding an aura of mystery to its origins. The transactions are made with no middlemen, meaning there are no banks involved, making it a truly decentralized currency. What makes it particularly intriguing is the technology it is built on. Blockchain. Blockchain is an innovative technology that allows digital information to be distributed, but not copied or manipulated. It creates a transparent and secure environment for transactions, which is one of the key reasons behind Bitcoin's popularity. Furthermore, the value of Bitcoin is determined by the open market. It's a volatile currency, and its value can skyrocket or plummet based on market demand. This unpredictability has attracted investors and risk-takers, making it a hot commodity in the financial world. People are fascinated by the prospect of making a fortune by investing in Bitcoin, adding to its popularity. Bitcoin is also anonymous, giving the users privacy that is not afforded by traditional banking systems. This anonymity aspect has raised questions about the potential misuse of Bitcoin, yet it is also viewed as for personal financial freedom, away from the prying eyes of institutions and governments. Moreover, the mining aspect of Bitcoin is an essential part of its framework. Mining is the process by which new Bitcoins are entered into circulation. It's a complex and resource-intensive task, but it's also crucial to maintaining the blockchain and processing transactions. Understanding Bitcoin can seem like an uphill task, with its complex aspects and intricate details. But once you break it down, you'll see that it's an ingenious system that has revolutionized our concept of currency, challenged the financial status quo, and ushered in a new era of digital economy. So, if you've always been curious about Bitcoin, you're certainly not alone. Its popularity isn't just about its potential for financial gain or its revolutionary technology. It's also about the possibility of a future where digital currency is the norm, and traditional banking systems are a thing of the past. Today we're going to delve into the complex world of Bitcoin, breaking it down into simple, digestible terms. Firstly, Bitcoin is the world's inaugural successful decentralized cryptocurrency and payment system. It's quite the jargon to understand, isn't it? Bitcoin is characterized by its groundbreaking technology and unprecedented system. So let's really unpack what this means. In essence, Bitcoin is a novel kind of money, a modern-day revolution that is transforming the financial landscape as we know it. Cryptocurrency, the class where Bitcoin fits in, is a complex term that may seem intimidating at first glance. Yet, it's the amalgamation of two words: cryptology, the study of codes, and currency, money in circulation. Hence, cryptocurrency is coded money, money that is encrypted to ensure the safety and privacy of its users. As a decentralized system, Bitcoin operates independently of any central authority, such as a government or a central bank. This is a radical departure from traditional forms of currency, which are typically controlled and regulated by central banks. A decentralized system allows for greater transparency and control individual user, and removes the potential for corruption and mismanagement that can occur with centralized control. Now let's talk about the term payment system. This means that Bitcoin is a medium of exchange, similar to how we use traditional currencies in our everyday transactions. However, unlike these traditional currencies, Bitcoin transactions are carried out over a peer-to-peer network. This network is supported by blockchain technology, a public ledger containing all transaction data from anyone using Bitcoin. Transactions are added to blocks, or the links of code that make up the chain, and each transaction must be recorded in a block to be considered successfully completed. Moving on, Bitcoin was born in 2009. This was a time when the world was still grappling with the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis. People were losing faith in traditional banking systems and governments, and Bitcoin appeared as a promising alternative. It was a vision of a financial could function without the need for trust in central authorities. All of this was made possible thanks to a pseudonymous programmer named Satoshi Nakamoto. Nakamoto's identity remains a mystery to this day. However, what is clear is the profound impact that Nakamoto's invention has had on the world. Bitcoin has not only become a symbol of financial innovation, but it has also sparked a new era of technological advancement and ushered in the age of cryptocurrencies. So, in summary, Bitcoin is not just a type of digital or virtual currency. It represents a paradigm shift in how we think about money, value, and trust in financial systems. It was born in 2009, all thanks to a pseudonymous programmer named Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is an asset, digital in nature, using cryptography to secure and verify transactions. The terminology, cryptography, might initially seem esoteric or complex, yet in essence, it's an intriguing mathematical concept used to safeguard data. The word itself originates from the Greek kryptos, meaning hidden, and graphene, meaning to write. So, in a way, it's simply the art of writing or solving codes. In the context of Bitcoin, this cryptography is utilized to secure and validate transactions, adding an extra layer of security to prevent fraudulent activity and double spending. The cryptographic algorithms used are complex mathematical equations with an input string of data and output a fixed-length string of alphanumeric characters. Simplified, they're like virtual locks that keep the Bitcoin safe and secure, maintaining the integrity of the data within. This cryptographic process, though it may sound daunting, is merely a way of protecting critical information and ensuring the confidentiality of communications. It does this by converting the information into a code. The fascinating part is, this code can only be understood, read, and processed by those for whom the information is intended. This ensures that the information stays confidential and isn't tampered with during transmission, thus keeping the Bitcoin ecosystem safe and secure. Even the most secure systems, however, are of no use if they can't maintain and organize a record of transactions. That's where blockchain technology steps in. The word blockchain paints a rather accurate picture of what it is, a chain of blocks, where each block a list of transactions. It's a novel type of distributed ledger technology that stores information across multiple systems, ensuring data transparency and democratic access. Imagine blockchain as a vast global spreadsheet that runs on millions and millions of computers worldwide. It's decentralized, meaning it isn't stored in one single location or controlled by any central authority. Instead, it is spread across a network of computers, each of which holds a copy of the entire blockchain. This decentralization makes the blockchain incredibly resilient against attacks, as there is no single point of failure. The records on the blockchain are public and easily verifiable. This transparency is one of the unique selling points of blockchain technology. Anyone can track the transactions if they wish, and once a transaction is recorded, it's practically impossible to change or delete it. This immutability makes blockchain a trustworthy platform for financial transactions. One of the most significant advantages of this technology is that it's open to anyone. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are from. If you have an internet connection and adequate resources, you can become part of the blockchain network. This open access approach is fostering a new wave of transparency and democratization. The transactions made with Bitcoin are stored on a technology called blockchain, a type of distributed ledger. Think of it as a giant global spreadsheet that runs on millions of computers. It's decentralized and open to anyone, meaning it isn't stored in any single location, and the records it keeps are truly public and easily verifiable. Bitcoin has the ability to be divided into smaller units, known as satoshis, and is used for payments. This unique trait allows for an in-depth analysis of its utility and versatility. Bitcoin, unlike physical currencies, doesn't have a physical appearance. It exists solely in the digital realm as a form of digital currency or cryptocurrency. The beauty of Bitcoin lies in its divisibility, creating a much more practical and streamlined approach towards financial transactions. Satoshi, the smallest unit of Bitcoin, serves as the foundation of this digital currency, making transactions much more feasible. It's similar to how cents are to dollars or pence to pounds. However, the technology behind Bitcoin makes it more than just another currency. Rather, it opens up a revolutionary financial that respects privacy and nurtures individual sovereignty. The use of Bitcoin for payments is becoming increasingly popular. It has the potential to be both a global currency and a method of payment, free from the limitations of traditional banking systems. Payments with Bitcoin are fast, secure, and require no intermediaries, making them more efficient than conventional transactions. Besides, Bitcoin is also seen as a store of value. This perception has evolved over time, much like gold or silver. a modern-day digital equivalent of these precious metals. The volatile nature of Bitcoin's price, however, creates a speculative aspect. Despite this volatility, many see it as a hedge against inflation and a safe haven in uncertain economic times. The appeal of Bitcoin goes far beyond its value as a currency. It represents a whole new way of thinking about money, finances, and economics. Bitcoin isn't just another form of money. It's a whole new asset class, a paradigm shift in the financial sector. This is a big part of its appeal. It's not just a currency, it's an asset. One of the defining features of Bitcoin is its decentralized nature. This means that unlike most traditional financial systems, Bitcoin doesn't depend on a central authority or a third party to regulate or control it. It functions on a platform that is distributed across various nodes and servers worldwide, making it highly resistant to any sort of censorship or external interference. Bitcoin operates on a system known as a peer-to-peer network. This term refers to the direct interactions between individuals in the network without the need for a central server or authority. Each participant or peer in this network operates as both a client and a server, which means they can initiate or accept transactions. This peer-to-peer network is a crucial aspect of Bitcoin's decentralization, as it eliminates the need for an intermediary to process or verify transactions. This system allows users to exchange value directly, which is a groundbreaking innovation in the world of finance. Transactions can be conducted between any two parties in the world without the need for an intermediary, such as a bank or a government, which typically would oversee and regulate such transactions. This level of financial is one of the most appealing aspects of Bitcoin for many supporters. Moreover, the Bitcoin network operates on an open-source software. This signifies that the Bitcoin protocol is available for anyone to see, analyze, and even contribute to. Being open source is another facet of Bitcoin's decentralization. It ensures the system's transparency, trustworthiness, and encourages a community-driven approach in its development. The Bitcoin network is open source, meaning anyone with an internet connection can participate. However, it's worth noting that Bitcoin's utility for payments has been somewhat constrained by its price volatility. This volatility is largely because Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency without a central bank or single administrator, has a fixed supply and is not subject to traditional economic measures such as interest rates or inflation. The value of Bitcoin fluctuates based on supply and demand within the crypto market, causing uncertainty and, therefore, increased risk for potential investors. When we say fixed supply, it means there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence. This limit is hard-coded into the Bitcoin protocol and can't be changed. This aspect of Bitcoin is unlike traditional currencies where central banks can adjust the money supply to stabilize prices or stimulate economic growth. However, Bitcoin's fixed supply removes this possibility, leaving the cryptocurrency's value entirely at the mercy of market forces. As a result, it is difficult to predict Bitcoin's value, causing many to view it more as a speculative investment than a stable store of value. Furthermore, the fact that Bitcoin is not regulated by a central authority means there's no one to step in and normalize the price in times of extreme volatility. This can make Bitcoin a risky investment, especially for those who are not familiar with the intricacies of the crypto market. As it's not controlled by a central bank, has a fixed supply, and its price is unpredictable, it can be a risky investment. By now you might be wondering why Bitcoin is so popular. It largely boils down to its distinctive features: decentralization, cryptographic security, and potential as a value store. But it extends beyond that. Bitcoin signifies a paradigm shift in our monetary perceptions and usage. It bespeaks a transition from conventional centralized finance to a system that's open, transparent, and universally accessible. In a nutshell, Bitcoin is a digital currency functioning sans central bank and uses cryptography for secure transactions. It's decentralized, open source, and divisible into smaller units. It's a prospective value store, but its price fluctuations pose investment risks. Essentially, Bitcoin transcends being a mere cryptocurrency. It embodies an idea, a movement towards a novel financial system, one that's created by masses for the masses. Can it shape our global economy's future? Only time will provide a definitive answer. But for now, it's undeniably revolutionizing our perspectives on money and value. Whether it's the future of our global economy, only time will tell. But for now, it's certainly making waves and changing the way we think about money and value.